Hello everyone, welcome to another Marquee matchup with me, Kieran. As you can tell by the title, it's Atlético Madrid against Real Sociedad. In this one, already done Liverpool, Chelsea, Milan against Bologna and Galatasaray against Godstepe will be coming very soon. But as I said, Atlético Madrid against Real Sociedad in this one. So we'll get straight into it. The requirements down the side, you need two players from Atlético Madrid and Real Sociedad, which is a bit naughty considering this is the second SBC. Three players from the same league is slightly annoying. You do need three from Liga Santander as well, which isn't too much of an issue. Two rares, which you'll expect with a 79 rated squad, and 80 chem for a Prime Electrum Players Pack. So this is one that I would say don't complete on its own, but complete if you're doing the entire group, because the Atlético Madrid and Sociedad players are fixed at around 4.5k at the moment, which is making it quite difficult. If you want to do this SBC, you have to pay that amount of money because that's the cheapest you can get them. So I've gone with what I reckon you should do, which is get two from your club if you have any. If you have any, just use ones from your club, then build around with other players from your club. That's what I'd recommend for this one to keep the price down. But if you don't have players, I'd recommend you just follow what I do, because all the players are going for around 5k. There's no real players that are going for a lot under any of the other players, if that makes sense. So we'll go on to just midfielder here, and we'll stay on high to low. We're not using Sal, the legend that he is. We are using in the middle. It doesn't really matter which round you put him. Actually, I think I'll put Odegaard left, and I will put Marcus Llorente on the right, and that's that requirement done. We've done both of those. So here we go. We have got Martin Odegaard, who I have first owner, but he's around 4.5k, and then around 4k for Marcus Llorente. So again, they will probably, as I said with the first SBC, if you watched the Liverpool-Chelsea one, they will fall later in the week. If you're willing to wait until next week, you can probably get them quite a bit cheaper, and just get some of the other players in general cheaper, because this is around 12k overall. So apart from those two players, you're only paying like 4k, which I think is quite good. So if they fall, obviously the whole SBC falls massively in price. We've got Santiago Mina Loreno, but you all know him as Santi Mina for 350 coins. We use him all the time. We really do, and we are going away from La Liga now, because obviously you can only use three players from the same league. We're using two players from the same league here. That's why I said that, getting a bit ahead of myself. We have got two players. We used them both last week. Both English, both left wings, both play for Leicester. We have got Harvey Barnes for 500, and we've also got Damari Gray, if it will let me move to the next position, and he's also going to be costing you 500 coins. So both of those are very helpful. They get a perfect link, so it doesn't matter which way around you put them, because they have the same chemistry kind of like properties. Go over back to Spain, but we are not using a Spanish league player here. We are using this man, Sociedad, who's 350 coins, because he doesn't really link to anyone else good in his league, because he's from the Japanese league, so he's just 350 coins. Right mid, I luckily had this man in my club already. His name is Omar Mascolel, because obviously you can't use players from La Liga anymore. So if you have any like high rate mobs from La Liga 2, you might be able to use them, but I'm going to be using Mascolel. I'd recommend that he's one you get as well. Luckily, I did manage to have him first owner, as I did with quite a few players in this squad. And then we've also managed to get, on the other side, a little Italian link up. So we are going to be using one more Premier League player, but don't worry about that yet, guys. We're going to be using Caldara, Masiello, and also Consigli. So there we go. We've got those three all grouped up there. We've got Andrea Consigli for 450. We have got Andrea Masiello for 650, but you may be able to get him cheaper on bids, and also 750 for Mattia Caldara, which was a buy now. So we are going to be going defender and English here. And again, luckily I already had this man in my club. You can use someone like Ben Mee here, I believe, or Tarkowski or Phil Jones, but I had Lewis Dunk, so Lewis Dunk is who I went with. And you see I've got slightly more chemistry than you guys will here, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 loyal players, so you will probably have one chemistry less than I do. You probably have less chemistry than I do. You probably have 79, which means you have to do a position change. You can get a variety of ones, so you can get left wing to left mid, you can get yourself a cam to CM, you can get yourself a CDM to CM, you can get yourself a right mid to right winger. So any of those will work, or you can get yourself a CDM to CM. So if you have one of those in your club, make sure you use it. If your chemistry isn't what it should be and it's on 79, that is what you've got to do. So that is the end of this little tutorial. I'm just going to do my submission of my squad there to get the Electrum Players Pack. As I said earlier, not worth doing on its own, but if you're doing the whole group, you get a 50k pack, which does make it worth it. So that's going to be all for this one. So thank you for watching. If you want to see what I get in that pack, make sure you tune in tomorrow's stream. Leave a like if I've helped you, because that can help me out. And goodbye, best of luck with the packs.